Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, finally, Bianca Belair is sort of back in WWE.
The Rich Holland situation has somehow got even worse.
Major update on John Cena's booking.
And the Lucha Bros are finally reuniting. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Hoop.
And this is the news.
It was literally just a noise.
Yep.
Don't even know what the letters were. The first one was definitely a H.
That counts, yeah.
So it counts. Let's talk about Bianca Belair. She's been
Yes.
backstage, man. She's been back on the scene, just not on the cameras. Update here from Fightful Select. Doing a Q&A, Sean Rossap was asked what the heck is going on with Bianca. The exact terminology was any rumblings of when Bianca will be back. She, of course, has been out of action since WrestleMania. For those counting, that's almost 7 months, man.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy. She was injured in that ridiculous PWG triple threat with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
What a match.
Finger injury, it was reported at the time, and Sean has an update here. Saying, well, she was in town for SmackDown last week. That's good, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She's back, stage.
Bump that attendance up.
Yeah, by one. One person. She said...
A creepy finger-themed Halloween costume for Bianca Belair. I shouldn't joke, this is horrible when you hear about it.
Could go as Mae Young's hand, like a little partner outfit, why not?
All grown up now, isn't he?
Yeah, finger in a hand, why not? Someone goes a fingernail. We're getting smaller and smaller each time.
They could do a couple's costume.
Boom!
One's got as a finger, one as a thumb.
There you go. What a tremendous idea. Sean continued saying, I've mentioned this before, but her finger break was one of the worst that you can get. Specifically, the knuckle was affected. So she smashed up her knuckle area.
Or it's broken at the knuckle.
We spoke about this a bit yesterday, and we were like, it must be the worst finger injury of all time. It turns out it is. People in WWE didn't think that it was going to be that bad because Bianca reacted it so well backstage. But that's because she's just tougher than most people. Yeah. Sean continues saying, it blew up backstage and people were coming to gawk at it. So it must be one of those injuries that just looks insane. And people are like...
The finger sideways or something like that.
I don't understand stuff like that. Be like, oh, do you want to see an image of someone's finger mangled beyond belief? No, I don't. No. Like, why are people into that kind of
it's
stuff?
It's like when Michael Bisping's like, do you want me to see me take my eye out? No, thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I'm good, Michael. All due respect. Sean continued, just pointing out that it's one of the first big breaks that Bianca's ever had from WWE. And he noted saying that if anything changes, there'll be some updates on this. So yeah, I mean, look, if she's backstage, it could mean nothing. It could mean that she's just visiting friends or whatever. Or, alternatively, she could be backstage discussing returns with Triple H and Bruce Pritchard and the Brain Trust.
I hope so, yeah, because absolutely she's one of the biggest stars and one of the most talented people, as we've always said, on that roster. They do have that weird, like, you'd never wish this on any company or any person, but they do have that bag of like stars to come back from injury that is getting pretty deep now. Thinking about like huge returns like Bianca's or Liv Morgan's, for example. Like, and it's a good time of year to have people being like, I'm ready.
Bro, could use some juice.
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
on SmackDown. So I love Bianca Belair. She's one of my favorite WWE wrestlers. She has been since she arrived, really.
Doesn't have bad matches, does she?
Really doesn't. I've enjoyed Bianca Belair going back to when she was Bianca Belair back in the day. That's her name now, Blair.
Yes.
Yeah, back in the day. What have I done there?
I like when Bianca Belair was Bianca Belair.
Yeah, what a stupid comment. But yeah, back when she debuted, and it was like, who's this incredibly strong rookie using her hair as a whip? This is really cool. Now she's one of the biggest stars in the company. She's awesome. She's an incredible big stadium wrestler.
Yeah.
The division misses her, and the good news is that there's a ready-made WrestleMania story with Jade Cargill and the women's title.
Exactly, yeah. I feel a lot less bad now fantasy booking that match by the sounds of her being backstage. I sense it's not to be like, look how weird my finger still is. I hope that's not the case anyway. Yeah, Bianca's one of those people, like you say, in those big matches, she always delivers. And she can even... Do you remember when they did that thing? I assume this was under the old regime. I think so. My brain's mush. But when they were like, we're going to have you do an assault course, and you were like, oh, I'm a fan of professional wrestling. What are we doing here? But then she was so classy. People were like, that's his mint. She's carrying out.
Yeah. Just keep going. Just keep going.
It's great.
There was a weird era in like the late 2010s where like Vince's creative was ass.
Yeah.
It was dog ass, right? But they would do these stupid segments like assault courses and arm wrestling, right? And on paper, we were like, oh, here we go, more crap from Vince. And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
The Bobby Lashley one. My goodness gracious. They always ruled.
It's like,
it was strange.
For one of them, you get Bobby Lashley's sisters. Yeah. You never knew you were going to get.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, we're talking about a hit rate of like Vince Creative, like 1 out of 50.
Yeah.
At this stage.
And it's not down to you, Vince. It's down to the rest.
2019, if you weren't there, 2019 was dog ass.
It'd be weird to go back and just watch it now. Maybe if I did, I'd be like, maybe 2025 ain't so bad after all.
Sometimes I think about just going and rewatching like crap. Because like, sometimes it's fun to watch. You know, I like, obviously, we all like good stuff, right? Yeah. We all like watching a 5-star match or whatever your metric for success is. But sometimes I like watching a total piece of trash, you know? Like a really crap movie. Sometimes that just hits a certain spot.
I agree.
Yeah, it's not the true in all arts. Like, I couldn't read like a crap book because then you're spending like a week on it.
Yeah, it's an investment.
That's too much. But sometimes I want to watch a real piece of. Let us know in the comments what your favorite piece of segment is.
Yeah, we might go back and watch some of them in the office today.
The boys react to dog ass creative.
Yeah, because that was the thing. It was a bit like great matches nowadays. There was so many every week, you will have lost track of some of them. You can think of the big ones, your Bobby Lashley sisters, etc.
This is it. It's kind of like that's a perfect analogy, right? These days, I'm a bit burned out on like super athletic spot type matches, to where I watch one and I feel like, I've seen it all, and I just hand wave it. This is back in the day. It was crap Vince segments. What a luxury to be in, right? Burned out on good matches versus being burned out on dog-ass segments. I've said dog-ass like 20 times. Let's get that over. Why not?
Well, speaking of dog-ass, how about WWE's reaction to Ridge Holland? So he talked yesterday. It's a very sad thing to report this. We talked yesterday about how Ridge was posting on, Luke Menzies, I should say, his real name, obviously, was posted on social media about how he felt he'd been hung out to dry by WWE. So, long story short, he got injured working a TNA show on September 27th. And that injury is going to sideline him well into 2026. WWE, heartless bastards they are, released him. But they were like, hey, we're not completely awful. We're going to still pay for his treatment, right?
It's the bare minimum.
Okay.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly. But also, he's not getting paid, he's just getting his costs covered effectively. Yeah. And he boasted yesterday, like I say, about how he was hung out to dry and he can't afford his mortgage. Awful situation for him to be in. Oh, good news, it's got worse. Fightful Select reporting today that they confirmed with WWE sources that Menzies' deal with WWE was terminated early, or has been terminated early. The word within WWE was that they considered some of his recent posts a breach, and the call was made to release him from his deal early. That deal was set to run until mid-November. Of which he'd be paid, but it's strongly been suggested, he's not getting the last of that money, basically. Yeah. It does feel like, we were talking about this before we went on air, it does feel like when this, certainly, they've been awful for a long time, but certainly in the TKO era, when WWE is given an option, they picked not the worst, but the harshest and most callous.
Yeah, absolutely. How does this keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse? Obviously, if his contract was due to expire in mid-November, right, it's not a long period that's been cut short, but it's still been cut short, and it's like a final kick at the man. So let me get this straight, right? They treat him like ass, right? They release him while he's injured. They don't extend
which they never used to do.
Never used to do. Under previous ownership, and the previous ownership was pretty damn evil too, right? I'm not one of these. There's a lot of Vince revisionism going on at the moment. I'm not into that. The man's a piece of trash. Allegedly, we should probably add. But when it comes to the Ridge Holland situation, you extend everyone's contract with injury, but not this one guy. Yeah. So it's evil.
If we want to keep you around and you've been injured, you're not going anywhere.
They do that to everybody, apart from Ridge Holland, who's injured right now and has a long recovery time, working on a show that he wasn't paid extra for at WWE's behest. And then they treat him like a piece of crap, right? They hang him out to dry. Then he tweets that he feels like he's been hung out to dry, and they're upset with that, and they cut the contract.
Oh God.
Evil. This is evil behavior.
And I can't believe I have to say this, but it doesn't matter how you feel about the wrestler. This is a bad thing to do. Like, I saw people saying like, well, and it's like, no. Unless they're actually, unless they're an actual terrible human being, just because you didn't like the way they worked or whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, what has Ridge Holland ever done? Like, what has he done to piss people off, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what has he done maliciously to
Yes, exactly.
to deserve such scorn?
He didn't go out there to injure Big E.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Oh no, he criticized my favorite company. Oh, don't stand wrestling promotions initials. It will not work out for you long term.
No.
Pro
And
worker.
they don't care.
No, they really don't. This is brutal, and I hate this so much. And
Go and support him if you can.
yeah, like it. Let's just say it again. It's evil. This is
It's
pure evil.
There's no grey area here.
No.
Like this is just. It doesn't matter if it was AEW, if it was the Premier League, if it was whatever, any organisation, anyone that does this, it's a bad thing to
Yeah,
do.
this is it. Just absolutely ugly. And like, the odds are so heavily against wrestlers because they're independent contractors anyway.
Yeah.
Sucks.
And again, as you said yesterday, so needless. This is a drop in the ocean for them. They could sell 2 tickets to John Cena's final match and probably afford to pay him.
You know, the TKO Group has doubled its profits over the past 10 years. Brandon Thurston
Yeah,
tweaked
but
the graph.
have they tripled it?
Well, this is it.
That's what really matters to.
They would not have even noticed if they just paid this man until he was healthy to work again and just treated him like a flippin' human being. It's brutal. I hate this so
I don't
much,
like it all.
and I sincerely hope that this is the last bit of bad news that we have to report on concerning Ridge Holland, Luke Menzies, and his.
Yeah, I hope we
staff.
get to report some sort of nice wrestling community thing off the back of this.
Yeah.
Shouldn't come to it, of course, but
Here we are.
That's the way here we are.
Let's talk about some light stuff that doesn't matter.
Yes.
Let's talk about John Cena. His booking the tournament. The Last Time Is Now tournament. I've like Bianca Belair. I've always preferred John Cena when his name was John Cena. Personally, I go back to the OVW days.
More
when
of
he
a
was,
prototype man myself.
Yeah, nah. Back when he debuted as John Cena in OVW, that was my favorite. But taking the piss out of ourselves aside, the Last Time Is Now tournament. They've only announced 2 matches so far. Rusev versus Damian Priest and Sheamus. We forgot
Shinsuke
Nakamura.
I forgot this yesterday.
There we go. So there's still 12 more people, 6 more matches to be announced. The reason for that is simple. According to Big Bad Dave Meltzer, Shagger Dave, remember that one? The reason WWE has not revealed the full bracket is because there are surprises planned that they don't want to reveal yet. So that's interesting. I mean, Gunther, right?
Yes, hopefully.
It's going to be one of them. That would qualify as a surprise because he's not been around for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
And you could easily you could put flipping Akira Tozawa in there to get squashed again.
Yeah, I don't get.
That was
Sorry,
great
Akira.
earlier this year, so
Yeah.
why not do it again? It was really good. I thought Akira Tozawa versus Gunther was better than Gunther versus bloody Pat McAfee. it was a hoot. So there's other options as well. I get where they're coming from. You should definitely preserve surprises.
Yeah.
Personally, as a sport-brained guy, I would kind of prefer to see the bracket with a couple of blanks.
Yeah, some question marks.
Yeah, who's this?
Yeah,
Who's
because they've
this?
said obviously people can come from Raw, SmackDown. Ava on NXT says she was working out some names to bring in.
She's in it. So.
She could be in it. Yeah, she's announced herself or her dad.
Imagine if The Rock was in it. Rice in a lifetime.
Please, WWE put Javon Evans in this tournament. I think he's one of the best wrestlers this year.
Ooh, him and Gunther in the first round would be really sick.
Yeah, that could be loads of fun.
Yeah.
And then there's the bit that we saw on Saturday Night's main event when they first sort of really gave the details on this, where he said anyone from any company could show up, and everyone went, probably Joe Hendry, Matt Cardona, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, we can actually reveal some people that are going to be jumping because they've reached an agreement, despite the bad feeling between AEW.
You know what? I'm going to try and find one that has never been unraveled.
Okay.
There we go. This box is 3 years... I dropped it.
Yeah, all these people are going back with WWE now.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Miro.
QT Marshall.
Okay.
Jumping ship.
Or Big Boom AJ.
Big Boom AJ. Yeah, you never know.
My pick, Angelico.
All right.
Could
Fair
be
enough.
anyone.
Yeah, there you go. There you are.
Yeah.
Surprises.
Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see in it. Because
Goldberg.
I think it's fair to say the first few matches aren't that inspiring.
Yeah. No, they're not. They're not. I mean, they're good.
Oh, they'll be fun.
Rusev and Priest will be really good. I love Sheamus, obviously. Nakamura, I don't get into much these
He's a
days.
bit better now. Now he's gone back to his old music. I like him.
Gone from a 3-star to a 3 1/4.
Yeah, he's a new sort of lease of
He's all
energy
right.
on it.
He's all right.
But yeah, absolutely. I think it's fair to say maybe Sheamus. But aside from that, none of those names are being picked to win the whole thing.
Shane McMahon. There you go. Best in the world, man. He's got a history of winning tournaments.
If they put K-Fed in this tournament, I'm gonna love it. By the way.
Why not? Why not? What about
Bad Bunny? Yes, please.
Hiroki Sumi?
The sound is having anything to do with it. Sounds good to me.
There he is. Get him in. Just in time for the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
He can beat John Cena in his final match, win the Royal Rumble, and dethrone Cody Rhodes, brother. Who needs The Rock?
Completed wrestling.
Who needs The Rock when you've got Hiroki Sumi?
One name I suppose who could be in the tournament though is Penta.
Ooh.
He's had a great year, but he's been teasing a lot on social media, you may have seen.
I always preferred Penta when he was called Penta.
Yeah.
I go all the way back, man.
He's been posting, the wait is almost over and 521 days, which is insane when you think about it. But yes, that's all been alluding to, as you would assume, a reunion of the Lucha Bros with Rey Fenix. Lucha Blog indicating that he could reunite with Rey Fenix on December 20th for, apologies for this, I'm going to butcher it, AAA's Guerra de Titanes event at the new 20,000 seat arena in Guadalajara, Mexico. That is... Yep, 521 days since Penta and Phoenix last worked together as Lucha Bros in AEW prior to signing with WWE. Yeah, I think when they first came in, well, there was a bit of a weird delay for... Penta was first and Ray was... There was the injury added on or whatever.
They wouldn't let Phoenix out of his contract, which I hate.
So there was a bit of a delay, but I think most of us assumed, we'll have like 2 months of Penta on his own and then back together they go. I mean, Penta has kind of justified his singles run far and away this year. Rey Fenix has had moments, but I think most people would be very excited to see the Lucha Bros back together, even though it's not in WWE yet.
Yeah, Phoenix simply, while he's had like the US title match and he wrestled at Mania, he lost.
Tag him with his best mate Shinsuke Nakamura, of course.
Yeah, of course, top pals. Well, he's had little flurries. He has not had the same kind of consistent focus that his brother has had, and you can understand why in WWE, right? I'd say that Phoenix on a mechanical level is a better wrestler than Penta, but Penta is a lot more charismatic than his brother, and he's like got this aura about him that is quite. Like, he's maintained this level of mystique through multiple companies. It's really quite impressive.
Yeah, it really is.
And you can see why that would connect on WWE more than simply Phoenix, who is like, he's got some presence, but he's primarily known for just being an excellent luchador.
Exactly. There are different ways to get over in different promotions, I agree. And
Yeah.
Sige called this from the moment that they signed with WWE, that Penta in an organisation that prioritises and yeet, that Penta's Zero Miedo was going to get over regardless. But fair play to him. I think he's had a wonderful 2025.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very excited to see the Lucha Bros back together there, and hopefully this is a sign of things to come for them in WWE as well.
Penta's very well established, and putting them together as a tag team, I mean, like, you can never have too many good tag teams in the Fed or indeed anywhere. So, yeah, good.
Fraxium. That's who I want to see them face, please.
That would be very tidy indeed. Lots of good options. DIY, never done that.
White 6.
White 6.
With their clever mind games. We've got 5 people.
Yeah, I love
interfere.
it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, why didn't you?
Spooky mind games of interference.
Yeah, spooky mind games of having more people. I mean, to be fair, it's just smart, isn't it?
Yeah.
We got 5 people, we might as well cheat. So,
yeah.
Why not?
I think the big match everyone really wants to see is the MFTs, but we'll have to wait for that one, obviously.
Get in the bin.
Yeah. Good to see Tama back.
Free Jeff Cobb. This I
Who?
hate.
Who?
I hate the MFTs. It's stop it. Everything about them. Just
not Tama Tonga. I will not hear a bad. Or Solo Sikoa.
Yeah. I don't hate them. I should clarify.
It's all wrestling subjective, guys.
I hate the presentation.
Check out our NXT review yesterday for mixed thoughts on this show.
They're about as threatening as the Spirit Squad, the bloody MFTs.
Hey, kick the crap
it's like,
out
we
of
got
us.
the makeup, but you look at me, I'm a goofy, I'm Solo Sikoa.
Sort of the early Wyatt 6, the way they used the numbers game, wouldn't they? Kick the crap out of Shawn Michaels back in the day.
Yeah. Shame we're not getting the Wyatt 6 in the MFT and
If the MFTs debuted a new video where they introduced themselves by going like, Mikey!
Solo!
WrestleMania main event, anyone?
Tama! Tola!
Yeah. Oh my god, we've done it!
I hate myself. All right, that's enough. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yes.
Unless something big happens today. I mean, like what?
Ups and downs on AEW Dynamite on the way.
That's on the way. So's another video. So's the rest of your life.
Well, just keeps on turning, baby.
Hope you have a great life, but not as great as ours.